WBA World Heavyweight title on the line. It's the regular version being defended by the man wearing the red trunks, and that is Kubrat Pulev, the Cobra. The shaven-headed figure wearing the black trunks trimmed with red is Murat Gassiev. 12 3-minute rounds scheduled, and it's a cagey start. Both men respectful of the heavy artillery that the other possesses. Kubrat Pulev moving effectively from the waist, just shaping up. And you can see the natural size difference between two men who are about the same height. Kubrat Pulev, the career-long heavyweight. Not dwarfing would be overstating it, but he's the significantly heavier, bigger man. So Gassiev thinking about creeping into range on quick feet. The two men just feinting, not thinking distance. Cracking atmosphere here at the Dubai duty-free tennis arena. Left-right combination, the first shot thrown with any real purpose by either boxer, but there's a nice stab jab to the body, and disengaging without reply on quick feet was Gassiev, reaching for the right cross downstairs. Gassiev content to take up a position near the ropes. Pulev just waving that left hand and comes through with a right cross, which partially blocked by the glove, but still landed with sufficient force, and then the impact of it perhaps exaggerated further because Gassiev was employing the layback. But his back was against the ropes, and so it looked as though he was punched backwards over the top rope with his torso. Double jab again from Gassiev with an effective shot downstairs. Pulev looks to respond with a 1-2. Two incredibly experienced boxers. Coming forward off the back foot is Gassiev. Didn't fully commit and extend the jab into the chest of Pulev, who would engage reverse gear. Clumping right hand slung into the body from Pulev. Closing seconds of the opening round. Pulev coming forward with purpose behind a 1-2. So we move into the second round. Both men moving at a slightly brisker tempo to begin this second stanza, and it's having had a look in the opening round. Gassiev keen to stake a claim to ring center and try and push Pulev backwards. Solid jab landed by Pulev in between the yellow gloves of Gassiev, and there's that same shot once again. He's flicking the jab out pretty consistently, Pulev. And while it's not always landing, it is keeping Gassiev occupied, and just that one did get through the defenses. And is he looking to blind Gassiev and use it as a decoy to bring the right hand over the top? There's another left jab into the nose of Gassiev, and he's using that lead left hand very effectively indeed. He's not stopped waving it. You can see the right glove of Gassiev effectively defending against the jab on occasion, and that's why Pulev tried to turn it into a long left hook to sneak it around the outside. Gassiev scored with a jab to the body a few moments ago, but just controlling the distance with that lead left stick is Pulev, and as I say that, Gassiev comes forward and scores with another two thrusting jabs to the body. Had plenty of cruiserweights come up from the lower division in terms of weight class. Pulev turns a right hand beneath the left elbow of Gassiev, looking for that left hook around the rear of his right glove once again. And look at the activity on that lead left hand from Pulev. Really is proving to be an effective weapon, and it's controlling the distance very effectively indeed. Also helping him to establish his range so he can bring that backhand through. The left jab, the GPS of the boxing ring, and Pulev employing it very effectively. There was a good right hand in response downstairs from Gassiev, and then he steps in with a purposeful jab to the chest plate of the champion. There's a good right hook to the body from Gassiev. Really did step into it and just curved it around the left elbow, around the short ribs of Pulev. But Pulev not changing response, and again it takes the very best in the business to get this man out of there inside the distance. That loss to Dr. Steelhammer, Vladimir Klitschko, and AJ Anthony Joshua. The only two men to take it, the only two of the three men to defeat him, and the only men to stop him inside the third round. Kubrat Pulev not only finding the range with consistency behind that shot right there, his left jab, he's also using it to dictate the tempo. Now Gassiev, can he use what we presume will be his greater speed of foot, maybe more dynamic athleticism, to use quick feet to get in and out without reply? But again, just controlling the distance behind that long bridge of a left jab is Kubrat Pulev. Nothing flash about his rock-solid fundamentals, reaching for a left hook around the corner, almost slapping with it. And he's just beginning to establish a rhythm behind that lead left hand, and cutting a pretty dynamic figure. Effective defenses with the gloves, bracketing the head with the hands from Gassiev. There's another solid left jab from Pulev, but it's countered by a straight right cross to the body from Gassiev. There's that right hand which he landed in the second round. He stepped to the side and slung it again. This time he brought it to the front of Pulev's torso, and no shots can have a really debilitating effect. Explosive jab to the body once again from Pulev, right into the midsection. Well, he looked for the right hand around the corner once again to the body, but it was blocked by the left elbow of Pulev, and he then looked to go in search of his own straight shot success upstairs. Double right hand this time, body then head from Gassiev. Really athletic move with the feet to take him into range, and then he disengaged to avoid any attempted counter from Pulev. But Pulev prodding, probing with his straight punches, not really putting much on them at present. But remember, he is a hulking 115 kilograms, some 11 kilograms heavier than tonight's title challenger. That's around 23 pounds of difference. That right hand landing on the hip, which will slow down the movement of Pulev, and he's not noted for his foot speed to begin with, but he is very consistent with the lead left hand, and really difficult to ruffle. Closing seconds of the third round. Good work to the body. So we move into round number 4. Double jab out of the gates, the body from Murat Gassiev. Here's the same shot on replay from Gassiev, who's just picking up the punch pace here now. Good variety on that right hand, around the corner and then through the middle, hook then uppercut. Talking about the decorated amateur career of Kubrat Pulev. First covered him back in 2005 at the World Championships coming from Mianyang in China. As Neil Perkins got himself on the medal podium in that same championships. The following year, I was ringside in Plovdiv, Bulgaria in 2006 when he came away with the European Championship bronze. And that was the very first time I laid eyes on Alexander Usyk. He was competing as a 75 kilogram middleweight boxer in that edition. And All of that amateur pedigree is what Kubrat Pulev has used as a foundation to build upon for what has been a really solid professional career. Low blow. It's been fought in a wonderful spirit, this one. I was ringside for the World Boxing Super Series as Gassiev gets through with the right hand, and his contest against the KO doctor Junior Dortikos was fought in a similarly terrific show of sportsmanship and spirit between the two, as the two men engaged in one of the most terrific two-way cruiserweight contests you could hope to see. But here he is now, competing as a heavyweight, picking up the punch pace, and seemingly growing in confidence, having felt what Kubrat Pulev has to offer. Looks to go to work with a left hook right hand. Pulev, no change in his expression, no change in his pace or his tempo. So can Gassiev take him out of this rhythm that he's seeking to establish? Right hand comes through in the form of a half hook, half uppercut. Trying to snake it in between the active high-held gloves of Gassiev, but Gassiev stepping forward seemingly more confidently now. Right hand to the body once again, couple of cuffing left hooks to the head thereafter from Gassiev. Kubrat Pulev going in search of a right hook around the corner to conclude his attempted two-shot salvo. Left, right, had some real pop on it from Kubrat Pulev. Only finding the glove defenses of Gassiev. Gassiev doing a good job not getting involved in any grappling or mauling with the far heavier man. Pulev just trying to change the pace as a left hook was whipped in, but it went over the top of Pulev. Pulev comes back with a pretty So moving to round number 5. Terrific injection of speed with that left hand. Hooks to both body and head from Gassiev. Kubrat Pulev just steadily poking away with that lead left stick. Dropping down. Oh, that's a good left-right combination. Now he stepped off, and I think he embellished the little rubber legs dance a little bit, playing possum on the ropes. And Pulev, encouraged by that success, getting forwards and looking for more straight punches in between the defenses of Gassiev. And Pulev picking up the pace of that lead left hand now, really tripping it out compared to what he was doing earlier in the contest. But Gassiev, having just had his boxing stance disturbed momentarily, back onto the front foot once again, looking to launch another explosive volley without reply. And there's a right hand over the top. Haven't seen that shot too often from Gassiev. He's targeted hooks to both body and head, but to step in with an overhand right over the active lead left of Pulev is a new wrinkle introduced to this battle for Pulev's WBA heavyweight title. There's a left-right once again. And he really is stepping into it, but then exploding off his own back foot to sink a left hook into the body is Pulev. Is Gassiev, and Gassiev looking for the left hook to the head, and this one heating up now, just beyond the halfway stage of this 5th round. Scoring jab downstairs from Gassiev. Pulev responds with a right cross up top. But Gassiev looking to push Pulev backwards now, behind that left jab, and now dropping his right hand to present a different look to Pulev. Is Gassiev, and Pulev continuing to try and sneak that backhand in between the gloves of the more compact boxer. So Gassiev seemingly making a concerted effort here to get onto the front foot and push the bigger man backwards, and he's got him against the ropes and comes through with a roundhouse right. Pulev gets himself back off the strands to the space of center ring, and is this injection of tempo by Gassiev just beginning to work Kubrat Pulev a little harder than he would like. He sought to control the tempo and the distance behind his lead left. There he comes through with a left-right combination. Sneaking in the left hand around the corner once again. Stepped in, right hand left hook to the body from Gassiev. There's the 10-second clapper. Pulev with just a little bit of a furrowed brow here now, his mouth slightly open, reaching for a right cross to try and keep Gassiev at bay. Slight increase in the pace of this heavyweight contest during the course of that 5th round.
No, absolutely.
So into round 6. Pulev bringing the uppercut into play as he uncoiled it, but couldn't quite find the range. There's a good right hand to the body, and it just doubled over Pulev momentarily, but again, he's oh, that's a wonderful 3-shot combination. Left jab, right cross, left uppercut from Pulev, bringing the uppercut into play from the left flank. He attempted one from the right hand in the previous round. And again, Gassiev is trying to get some head movement going on the way in. Oh my goodness, what a left hook! And Kubrat Pulev gets and fell down to the canvassing stages. He's not going to beat the count. And he's been waved off by the referee, Rafael Ramos. A single shot knockout.